Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. Dear audience, on June 30, in the Provincial Party Committee Hall, the first session of the 10th Tay Ninh Provincial People Council 2021-2026 term took place. This is the first meeting of the new term Tay Ninh Provincial People Council, so many important issues are considered, in which the issue of personnel for the upcoming term is particularly concerned by the voters.
In the opening session, Tay Ninh Provincial Election Commission presented the report on the election results of the 10th term Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council, as well as the report on the results of confirmation of the delegate conduct of the 10th term Provincial People's Council and awarded certificates to delegates of the Provincial People's Council. The 10th Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council 2021-2026 term elected the chairman, vice chairman of the Provincial People's Council, as well as the heads and deputy heads of 3 committees of Provincial People's Council. In the afternoon of same day, Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council also elected the chairman, vice chairman, and members of the Provincial People's Committee and People's Jurors of the Provincial People's Court. This session takes place from June 30 to July 2nd, 2021.
In the morning of June 29, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Party Central Executive Committee and Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, resigned over the 30th meeting of the Provincial Party Committee.
According to the report, Tay Ninh has many opportunities and advantages in the first 6 months of 2021, but it also faced many difficulties and challenges due to the impact of the epidemic, particularly 2 waves of the third and fourth COVID-19 occur in the country. However, with a spirit of unity and determination for development, the party committees at all levels, authorities, ranges, and localities have effectively managed the pandemic and timely promulgated tasks and solutions for socio-economic development in 2021. As a result, a number of objectives climbed significantly as compared to the same period last year. Prominently, it has effectively achieved the dual goal, timely directed and effectively avoided COVID-19 infections in the community, solved problems and impediments in land management in order to open up and create a favorable climate for asking for investment. Production and business activities were maintained. The economy developed well. GDP achieved 7%, higher than the resolution target in 2021 and greater than the GDP growth rate of the whole country. Total retail sales of products and revenue from service sectors climbed 11.6%. Export rose by 67.5%. Budget revenues increased by 21%. Total social investment capital increased by 2.9%, in which the foreign investment capital increased by 24.3%. The domestic and foreign investment attraction increased the number of projects and registered capital. Social security policies were implemented fully and timely, particularly during vacations and debt holiday. National defense, security, social order and safety were ensured. The traffic accidents were reduced in on-road criteria. Party building and the political system were revitalized. Led and successfully organized the election of deputies to the 15th National Assembly as well as People's Councils at all levels for the term of 2021-2026. In the morning of June 29, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism conducted an online conference to orient, make a suggestion on the rough strategy for development of Vietnamese culture to 2030 and the action plan for tourism development in the 2021-2025 period. Vietnam's cultural development strategy to 2030 includes 10 targets, 12 tasks and solutions, in which 100% of ministries, ranches, and localities effectively develop and implement the core of cultural conduct in their assigned functions and tasks. According to the proposed Tourist Development Strategy Rule 2025, Vietnam will become an interesting destination and meant to be one of Southeast Asia's three top tourism nations. According to Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hùng, Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the entire country has worked hard to develop the tourist industry in line with the Resolution Number 8 of Politburo facing the COVID-19 pandemic. The tourism sector was heavily affected, so building an action plan must give a solution for basic development, train methods of awareness and approach to visitors, restructure and rebalance the tourism market towards the key tourism market.
Also in this conference, Mr. Tạ Quang Đông, Deputy Minister of Culture, Sport and Tourism, stated that the cultural strategy toward the basic, general and rural outcome is to arouse the desire to devote to the strongly promote Vietnamese culture and people values, radially build a real culture as firm foundation of society, a vital endogenous tend to ensure suitable role and international interaction.
In this strategy, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism establishes 10 targets of outstanding cultural development. It is worth noting that the revenue of cultural industries accounts for 7% of GDP. The strategy provides a framework of 12 tasks and solutions to effectively implement the target, in which the financial goal raises the amount of investment in culture to 2% of total annual budget spending, build the incentive policies for tax exemption and reduction, and fees suitable to the reality with the ability to attract local and international investment in the fields of culture and arts. Promote cultural sectors. Another key task is to develop the cultural industry to create a healthy cultural market, encourage individuals and businesses to invest in cultural creative activities, produce cultural products and services, and increase the public's ability to access and use cultural products and services. Based on the comments and discussion of leaders from the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism at online conference reached points, agencies, units, and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism will continue to supplement and finish the rough strategy for Vietnam's cultural development until 2030. Due to the severe impact of the fall outbreak of the COVID-19 epidemic on production and business operation, the banking sector in Tay Ninh province continues to execute a policy of assisting clients impacted by the COVID-19 epidemic in removing obstacles in production and business. By the end of May 2021, 255 clients had been modified the repayment terms and remained in the loan group by the province banking system with a total outstanding amount of 181 billion Vietnam dong, with a total outstanding loan of more than 5,000 billion Vietnam dong. 2,295 clients have been exempted or lower loan interest and remained in the debt route. Simultaneously, new loans was being made at lower interest rates than usual. Accumulated from January 23, 2020 and May 31, 2021, the province has 6,110 clients with loans totaling more than 24,000 billion Vietnam dong. Tay Ninh Bank for Social Policies in particular has adjusted repayment terms for 121,645 clients with a total outstanding amount of 447 billion Vietnam dong. In addition, by the end of May 2021, 70 taxpayers were asked to extend with a tax amount of over 90 billion Vietnam dong, in which the value-added tax was about 66 billion Vietnam dong. The business income tax was nearly 4.5 billion Vietnam dong, and the cost of land rent was nearly 20 billion Vietnam dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the mission of the serving the community and the benefit of the Postmart.vn e-commerce platform, Vietnam Post Corporation has oriented the Postmart.vn floor from 2019 to now to be the place to focus on providing and distributing regional specialty products, of which ocop products are one of the key categories. In Tay Ninh, the Postmart.vn transaction floor of the post office is promoting its role as a bridge to bring specialty products of the province, especially ocop products, to consumers quickly with reasonable price.
Tay Ninh is a province with several special agricultural products, including banana cluster apple, Tambang-wetted rice paper, and chili salt, 9 of which are recognized as ocop products. In order to promote trade promotion, publicity, introduction, and development of key products of the province, especially ocop products, Tay Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, together with the Department of Industry and Trade, have made active efforts and proactively promoted the implementation of trade promotion on the Postmart Ecommerce trading floor, typically under tin rice paper products of TayNinhTV Company Limited, while honey of Bảo An Company Limited, rice crickets with lemongrass and chili with garlic bitter from Anvin Cricket Farm. This is a breakthrough to solve the problem between supply and demand in the 4.0 technology era that Postmart.vn brings to Tay Ninh's clean agriculture. Trading on e-commerce platforms is a means to introduce our image to customers more, especially during the moment impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The number of online shoppers are also higher. Currently, TayNinh's products are exchanged on some e-commerce trading floors, including Postmart. Previously, I delivered products through traditional markets such as restaurants, sidewalk bars, and a few retail agents. The limitation is that the number of consumers who may access the product is limited to a certain zone, which means that only residents of that area can access the products wherever they go. Meanwhile, the e-commerce trading floors are different. I just arrived, but the market's response has been quite positive. Sales can be double compared to the previous traditional market. The Vietnam Post Postmart.vn trading floor runs on the premise of purchasing items directly from manufacturing facilities in our provinces and cities and distributing them straight to clients with intermediary party. On items offered on Postmart.vn are assured to have the correct brand origin, a long-term term, and to be free of counterfeit, expired, or damaged goods. Postmart.vn's floor has been concentrating on promoting its strengths as well as correctly showing its position as an e-commerce platform specialized in regional specialties, particularly ocop products, from its true implementation. Products provided deliver items directly to consumers at the lowest possible cost and are free to market their goods and services. To continue to assist farmers in Tay Ninh province, the unit will meet with some manufacturers who have slow consumption products or that people are unfamiliar with, and they will connect with manufacturers who will put the products on the floor as well as through the Vietnam Post distribution system to bring to consumers at reasonable prices. It can be seen that the inclusion of local specialty items on the Postmart.vn trading floor, particularly ocop products, is a breakthrough in resolving the matter between supply and demand in the 4.0 technology era. Postmart.vn promotes clean agriculture in Tay Ninh, especially when the development of COVID-19 is complicated and affects the trading process. This will allow the province's clean goods to reach customers, promoting commerce and eco-friendly high-tech agriculture.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.